Hi, my name's Margaret. Welcome to YouTube. I got another missing person, Madeleine McCann. I know you all probably know who she is. Just show you the picture just in case you don't know it. She disappeared in Pockledy in, can't remember the, I think it was 2003, 2004. She was only 3 years old when her parents went on a meal. This was a holiday. That's the next one. Now, it happened during that time in Pockledy. She just disappeared. No one knows what happened. There's stories behind it where she might have got kidnapped or her parents overdosed her, her parents murdered her. There's a whole heap of stories behind it. This is going for about 13, 14 years, probably longer. But the reason I'm going to do this, I actually picked this up about 5 years ago. And as you all know, nothing came off it yet. Not with me, I mean, but with the whole Madeleine McCann story that her mum wrote in a book. It's just going on and on. There's a lot of rumours around it. I think it will take a while to do it, but when I came to Bendigo, I picked it up. So I thought, I want to share it with you, because you never know, one of you guys might know something. Might make sense, doesn't make sense. So I'm going to look at my computer if that's what you're wondering what I'm doing. And I'm going to do her book, Melissa's mum's book. I think it's a good idea, because there's stuff in there, it just really don't make sense to me, and I hope it might make sense to you. I won't go right through it, because some people think it's a bit over emotional, but I thought it's good to look at it. So what I thought I'd do, as like I said, I've been going through this for 5 years, and I have picked up on medicine right from the word go. Now, she's quite out there, and it's really weird, because yeah, and I'll go through it actually with you right now. So we all know what happened with medicine. This was 3 years ago, so no one knows what happened to her. They just know that she went on holiday with her parents. 1 minute she's there, next minute she's not. So there is a lot of rumours. Myself, I hate to say, I do think she has passed. But there's things in this that doesn't make sense, that she might be still alive, so who knows. So I'll just go by. And the other thing with this, it is a reading, and it is what I have picked up on it. Some of it, looking at where did that come from, so it is a reading, alright? So what I picked up on, this, I don't know what you call it, there's a long hill park thing, and it just goes, there's a bridge, it just goes right to, it's kind of like a lookout. You follow this bridge and it goes to a lookout, and it's wooden path. It's a wooden path, yeah, and the grass on the other side of it, yeah. I think it's on your left. There's a whole heap of grass, like I said, with sand. And in the sand, there's a hole, yeah. And I got this funny feeling, well, I picked it up 3 months ago, years ago, that she's in there. No, down over. So I'm gonna give you the environment where I can see it, yeah. Now, if you go on this hill down, it's about, I don't know if it's right down or a bit on either side. This kind of like a coffee shop or a shop, yeah. I feel like it's all wooden, and I feel like down around there, there's a whole heap of little purple, I can't say, little rocks, handmade rocks, the orange. Around there. Now, if you go up about, I'll say 500 meters up on your left, yeah, there's a big rock. It's a handmade rock. It's about how big did I say it be? It's about 5 feet high. So it's about 5 feet high. It's orangey, and there's this plastic bag behind it. Now I don't know if something's in it or not. It's kind of like, you know, your black plastic bags that you use for your gardens, you know, that really thick one. It's like that. So I picked up that, and I picked up this. If you go down further around that same area, I don't know if it, or on your right, it's one of the, it's around that area, about 500 meters around. There's a shop. It does sells surfboards and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Now, this is not connected to the case, but it's important to the case. Okay. There's 2 males. One's in about 23 to 27 with brown wavy hair, no, sorry, blonde wavy hair, and he's thin, 5'5", 5'7", with a younger man with black hair, and he's about 18. Now, there's something about that shop. I don't know what it is, but there's something about that shop. So I thought I'd share that with you. The other thing I picked up on, there's a whole heap of stuff. I keep on getting May the 21st and May the 24th. I have no idea what that means, but I'm getting May 21st, May 24th. I know it was around, I could be wrong, if I remember, she disappeared around April time, that kind of time, very early April. So the other thing I picked up on was, I talked about the cliff. Now, I don't know how you're going to take this. I wasn't going to put this in it, but I think it's important. I'm not going to hesitate this because I don't want to blame people, right? I really don't want to blame people, but I did hear this, okay? I'm not saying that he did it or he didn't do it. I'm not saying that, but this is what I heard, that he did it. Now, like I said, I don't want to blame the father. It could be another situation that where I heard it from, because I heard it from medicine. I did pick up on medicine where I did do this. Now, like I said, it could be something completely different to why I'm hearing it. It might not be related to her dad, but I am hearing Daddy did it. And I do see her father when I hear it. But like I said, I could be wrong, you know, because I hear it doesn't mean it's right, yeah, so I just want to share that with you. I do hesitate about things like that, because you don't just throw around and blame people, I feel, so that's why I'm hesitating about it. The other thing is, I had a dream. Now, I don't know, I fully believe Kate, the mother, did not overdose her, but I did get this, and I fully think this is her being discerned about how the public look at her. That's what I'm picking up on. I had a dream that she's in a room, like a creche or a childcare centre, and she's talking to these other kids. I don't know if it's her son and daughter, her other kids, or Madison, I don't know. But I'm seeing her talking to these kids. Then she gets out and she's holding this plastic round container like you have in your fish and chip shops, yeah? The little creamy things you put your cream in, or stuff for your chips and fish, you know. And I see this cream stuff. It's like ice cream or cream itself, with this round red, or what was it, red or pink thing. Now, I don't know if it's red or pink, but I do see her I feel like it's a medication thing, and she's holding it, and she goes to this lady and she says, "Are you the supervisor?" And the lady turns to her and say, "No, I'm an active supervisor." So yeah, now that's all it comes down to. And she was looking at the ice, this container. Now, like I said, I feel like she was more discerning what the puppet's gonna say to her. Maybe she heard about people blaming her related to the tablet. I could be wrong then. Now, the other thing is, when I look at this here with the shop in front of it, with the hole and I think medicines in, I see a lighthouse. It's what, oh, we all know what a lighthouse looks like. It's on your left, right. Sorry, it's on your right. I don't know how far down it is, but I see a lighthouse. And with this lighthouse, when I see it, it might be because it's medicine, but you know how you see Harry Potter, he's playing this game and there's this little round thing with, I call it rings on it, that gold thing. I see that when I see this. Now, I don't know why, but I'm seeing them both together, yeah. I know in the book, Kate says she's into Harry Potter, so it might be related to that. So I thought that's interesting. The other thing is I picked up, now I see, this is where it gets confused for me. This is when I picked up about 5 years ago. I picked up her, and you know that picture, she's a bit older, made it a bit older. I see that, she's at the windows, she's looking at me, but then I see bones on the ground. Now, no, this plastic thing, it's not the black thing, it's just this plastic thing. It's almost like it's in this morgue and people are coming to look at it, kind of thing, that kind of look of it. But it's weird because I see that and then I see her and it's like she's alive but she's not alive kind of thing. So I find that really interesting. The other thing is I'm getting a house, a brick house. The roof is flat. Next to it is a carport. And from the carport there's a kind of a path. Leads down to this other shed, I would say, a shed. And behind that shed, I picked up someone's digging a hole and putting medicine in that hole. Yeah, so I see this person digging a hole, putting medicine in the hole. Now, the person got this medicine from the car and takes her to this hole. Now, the other thing with this, I have got names, but the names might not be related to the kidnapping or the murder or whatever happened to medicine. There are names and they might be connected that the family knows them. So I got Mark, Harry, Laura, and Lauren, I think it is. But like I said, it's not 100%. It might be related to the case. It might be a family names, yeah. So I thought that's interesting. The other thing I picked up is, this was another dream. I was on this ground, yeah. And on the ground, this building across from me. It's kind of like, you know how you have the horse races and you got that building there. It's like that. But then I see these other two or three things that it's a square about 5 feet high, 6 feet high. It's green and it's kind of like a bus stop kind of thing, but it wasn't. And then there's fences around it, but there's one area you can walk right through. It's not open, but you got the fences and they're quite high. And then you got this on your left, there's kind of like a gate, I would say, and you can just walk through that. Yeah, so it's interesting. The other thing I'm picking out, Now with the house, the parents' house, Madeline's house, they need to look at a map related to the house. Now, I don't know why. It's maybe something like, I don't know. I just get, you have to look at the map in this. The other thing I'm getting, yeah, orange purples. And on the orange purples, it's a peacock earring. On the purple, it's on the hill too. Like, I don't know what that is, but I picked that up. I picked up, when they look for medicine, I don't know if they have done this or not, but because some of it might be the past, is they need to look at, use something like a metal detector. It doesn't have to be a metal detector, but they need to look at, use a metal detector for this. Something like it, like something that you can scan across something and you pick up stuff. So yeah, and I'm picking up a male. He's got black hair. It's quite this high, and he's behind another male. It's like they're on looking at, out on something, yeah, like a creek or something like that, or a river. And they, the male behind the other male, he's got a stick or a knife or something like that and pointing it at this man. And the person in front of him saying, if you don't stop, I'm going to call the police. That's what I got. So I thought that's, and he's about 5 foot high, dark hair, and yeah. And at the same time I'm hearing, if you don't stop, I'm going to call the police. I'm hearing daddy. So I don't know what that means. And some reason I am getting the room, like which has been taken. There was a male with black hair at the doorway, looking in, seeing Madeleine, and they say, come with me, come with me. And there must have been another room because they took her to the other room and just do things to her. I won't get into detail because it's YouTube and kids are watching this, but they do things to her. Yeah, that's what I picked up on. What's another thing I picked up on I haven't told you about? Yeah, when they look for Anna, I've been saying, hearing, look at the jaw and the pelvis. That's something about the pelvis and the jaw. So I don't know what it is. And I did get, and this was before I got the book and I got stuff on the internet. Is I see the mother. Yeah, the mother sitting with 2 children on a picnic table, and around that table is have balloons, and they're talking about a cat. Now I realized after this, when I did this reading, Madeleine had a toy, and I think they call it kitty cat. So that's how it happened, but I thought that's quite an interesting thing. And it was on her birthday they were talking about this. So, and they had balloons and stuff like that. So I thought that was quite interesting. But that's pretty much with Madeleine what I got with her. I'm still reading the gas I got. Oh yeah, in the parents' house. Now I don't know if this is connected to Madeleine or not, but I thought this was interesting. When you go, there's an office in her house, like in Madeleine's parents' house, and they need to go to the parents' house, and look underneath the desk, and there's something there. I don't know what it is. Maybe the parents know what I'm talking about, but I thought that's interesting. Now, that's pretty much it, I think. Talked about the bricks, talked about the garden, the pathway, pebble. So that's pretty much what I got And like I said, with the father, no, because I said Daddy did it, it might have not been him. If you're gonna go around and say, take my words for it, really look into it. I don't like to blame people unless I really know it. I did pick it up, but she might be talking about something else. Alright, so don't say, oh, Margaret said this. Really look into it. Okay, the other thing I forgot to tell you, I picked up a grey house, like a wooden cup, what do you call it? A grey house, a wooden board house, yeah. It's kind of in a green, grey, light and dark grey house. And I see Kate in front of this house. I see her in front of it. But I see there's another room. No, I don't know if this is her, but I see a lady in the carpet area. And I'm picking up this rope and boxes around this area. And that's all I got. But when she's outside, she was talking to someone and she's actually watching these people. Now, I don't know if that, I feel like it's police, but I'm not quite sure. So maybe they found medicine at that time. I don't know. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I got. Yeah. So yeah. See what happens. If you have any information on medicine, please pass it on to the police. And if you have anything related to it, pass it on. And hopefully we'll find it soon. I do highly think it's going to take a while because there's a lot of rumours out there related to medicine. There's a heaps of rumours. Some of it makes no sense at all. It's like people saying she's been taken from aliens and the families are in under sex, what do you call it, right, rings and stuff like that. It's all bogus, but people believe it. So yeah. So if you do have any information on it, please pass it on to the police. And hopefully she does get fine soon. But see what happens. See you for the next missing person. Bye.